LG had something of a tough task on its hands with the G4. For one, the G3 was such a spectacular phone and easily one of our favourite Androids of all time. So in addition to improving on that phone, LG also needed to beat Samsung's amazing Galaxy S6. The first thing to note is the design. It's nice, and LG has introduced a new curve to the phone. We're not talking G Flex 2 levels of banana-ness here, but a rather subtle blend that makes the phone more comfortable than most devices to use. Then there's the back. LG sells the phone with a real leather case or plastic. We've got the plastic one here, and take it from us, the leather is a lot more impressive. The screen has had a boost too, not in resolution, but in how much richer the colours and how much more brightness there is. Using this phone outdoors in direct sunlight is no major problem, and the LCD has a crisp and detailed picture. The lack of resolution increase is no bad thing really, as a phone this size doesn't really need much more than the 1440 by 2560 offered here. LG offers its own version of Android too. It's fine, and while it looks different to a standard Android, it's in line with Google's OS design. The interface is flat, with bright colours, and its functionality is fairly simple. We like LG's smart notifications that give you updates about the weather and remind you to clean out your old temporary files to save space. Most phones don't do this, so it's a great way to free up storage on your phone. Using the Qualcomm Snapdragon 808, this phone sits one place off the top in terms of speeds. But that's fine because Qualcomm says that the 808 is better optimised for the screen resolution LG is using. The phone is certainly fast and lag-free, and the 3GB of RAM plays a big part in this speedy performance. The camera is also a source of some pride for LG. The changes here are significant, and a boost to the sensor size means better images and a lens that lets in more light so that photos in dark conditions look amazing. There is also a manual mode for snaps, which sounds difficult to use, but it's actually not, as the live preview shows you what you're getting. Results are good on all modes, and the camera really does work well. Battery life is good, and LG wanted to point out that it still offers a removable battery, unlike Samsung, so you can easily swap if you need more power. But in fact, the battery performance is really good, and you will get a day out of this phone with little effort. There's also a removable SD card if you want to add some capacity to this 32GB phone. All in all, the G4 is a modest but worthwhile update to the G3. If you already have a G3, then you needn't rush to upgrade, but if you don't have a G3, then the G4 will be a smashing investment for you, and one that we think you'll absolutely love using.